Hey, it's Carolyn Kruse here at City Hall Plaza for our 4th annual Country in the City, and Hunter Hayes made it.
Hi, how are you?
Thank you for being here.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here.
There's a lot of people out there excited, been calling us all day.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Making sure that we're going to do it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You've got some passionate fans.
We do. I've always had passionate fans, especially here.
Yeah, what is that about? What do you think the connection is?
I don't know. I mean, I think everybody here is passionate. I've felt that since our first sort of touring season. I mean, there's so many people that are lined up right now that I remember meeting at one of our first shows here. Like, where was it? At Toby Keith's?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it was at Toby Keith's outside of the football stadium.
Yeah,
like our
Patriot
very first
Place.
show, the night before my debut album came out.
Wow,
that
we
like it
go
was
back
yesterday.
so far.
We really do.
Yeah, and I know you did that whirlwind tour where you were how many places in 24 hours or something?
Broke a Guinness World Record.
You
NBD.
did. You're in the Guinness Book. How cool is
10
that?
10 shows, one day.
10 shows in one day.
Yeah.
Did you just want to like drop?
I did.
At the end of the day, you literally
totally
did.
Completely. I got into my bunk at the end of it, and I was out cold. And then we had to get on a 17-hour flight and go to Japan. And as soon as we landed, they had us doing like press and performances, and I was like, I'm gonna hurt somebody.
See, people
Never
think
do
it's
that
such a
again.
glamorous life of a country star, but not always.
Not exactly.
Not
yeah.
exactly.
You got to do that. It's fine.
Well, we're just so happy that you could be here, and
Thank you.
We're looking forward to hearing the new songs from Wild Blue
I'm
Part
excited
1.
to play new music. Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes me happy.
Well, we've been playing Heartbreak. We
Yeah,
already
God
know that
bless you.
one.
Thank you.
Oh, yes.
Appreciate
Great song.
Thank you.
Tell us about some of the other ones.
Some of the other ones. Well, I'm going to open the show. When I put together an album, which I feel like it's been ages. Like I feel like this is a reunion tour for me because I feel like it's been since 2014 since I've had like an album to talk about, right? So
like
5
a studio
years,
album?
a full
Wow.
studio album. Because like there was the 21 Project, but that's not an album. That's like a collection of songs that I loved and was really proud of. But you know, the last album that I did was Storyline, right? And the Invisible Tour and all that stuff. So for me, Wild Blue Part 1, even though it's just part 1 of a series, right? And it is, like, I see it very much as just like when you open the book, this is the introduction, just to kind of jump into it, right? But nonetheless, like, this is my first time putting out an album with a sequence and a purpose and a message, so I wanted to start the show the same way the album starts, and it does. So I'm really excited about. There's a song called Madness, which is kind of like, it's a bit of a lessons learned retrospective kind of. There's a lot of retrospective stuff on the album, but this one is just kind of like, you know what? In the noise of the world, I'm here to say that there's actually still good. Like, yeah, there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot of issues we need to solve, but in the grand scheme of things, there are still good people. There are still good things. There's still things to be grateful for, and that's how I want to start the show too, is talking about that.
Pointing out the positive.
Trying.
Do that. Glass
I remain an
half
optimist.
full.
Hashtag.
You know, I'm listening to your talk, and you are like the fastest talker.
It's the 5-hour energy. I apologize.
It's the 5-hour energy. And I think about all the instruments you play and how you produce everything and all the writing. So you are that guy. Like, that's just who you are. You're involved and you're just a part of it all. Like every little piece of your artistry.
I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I enjoy it, right? It's not like, you know, there are parts of it that are definitely a job. There's no question. Like I've been in meetings all week. That stuff's exhausting. But when it comes to creating music, you know, that's where my heart's at. That's what I live for, and it all makes sense when I get to play live. Like we've talked about it, right? But just to kind of reiterate, I mean, this is where I make sense. You know, this is where I feel like I belong, and this is where I feel like I can be my goofy, dorky, nerdy self, right? So yeah.
Well, it all comes out on stage. Not the goofy, dorky.
Yeah, it does. I'm proud of it.
But your passion for it.
I'm proud of
Just
it.
before you go,
Yeah.
because we got to get you out there, a little quick game.
Let's do it.
Okay, it's called Hunting
looking.
for Hunter.
Not looking.
Not looking. All right, so we're hunting for Hunter. Where might we find you on vacation?
Oh, sitting and taking in a view.
Anywhere
Just
USA
breathing.
or the
Yeah.
world?
Oh, gotcha. Okay, got it. Noted. Hawaii.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Been there before, I take
Been there a
it.
few times. I wrote a lot of this record there.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that explains a lot.
Doesn't it?
It does. You're in a happy place.
Yeah.
Where might we find you car shopping? Like what kind of dealership? Favorite? Do you have a favorite?
A classic car dealership. I'm currently on the hunt for a replica, not an original, because I can't afford that stuff, but a replica 1965 Shelby Cobra.
Well, good luck with that.
Yes,
Well, now
yes.
that it's out
Thank
there
you.
in the world, then give him a car.
Oprah, where you at?
Where might we find you writing songs?
In a cabin somewhere in the woods.
So
Yeah.
it doesn't just like come to you on a bus ride or.
I mean,
sometimes?
sometimes, yeah. Shoot, I've been riding a lot on planes lately, so that's good.
Well, I do know that we might be finding you watching Cheers because you told me the other day that that's like one of your all-time favorite shows.
I went there today. I'm not gonna lie.
You did?
I did. I snuck
What did you
in.
get?
Huh?
What'd you get?
Boston Lager.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good man. Good man.
Nobody was supposed to know that I drank before lunch, but it's fine.
Well, I was going to say, where
Now the
might we
world
find
knows.
you if you were at your favorite spot in Boston? But now we know.
Now you know.
Now we know.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Hunter
Thank you.
Hayes. I'm glad we found you. We hunted and we found him.
Favorite spot in Boston is right here. Showtime.